Hello! So over the next few videos, we're now going to be talking about how to get your dog to walk nicely alongside you on a loose lead. Lead training is probably one of the biggest issues that I'm faced with when doing one-to-one trainings, when I go out and see people. So many people struggle to get their dog to walk nicely on a lead. And you see it, you'll see it yourself. If you're out in the park, on the beach, wherever, you see dogs pulling their owners here, pulling their owners there, pulling them everywhere. All right, and owners get so stressed, and naturally so, because walking your dog should be an enjoyable experience. There's nothing more frustrating, especially if you've got a big, powerful dog, there's nothing more frustrating than being pulled here, there and everywhere, having your arm practically pulled out of the socket. It takes away the fun, okay? And you get a lot of owners that just take the easy option, right? Let's put the dog in the car, take the dog somewhere where I can open the boot, let the dog go, off it goes. All right, and they fail to put in that work, and that's the key principle when it comes to training your dog to walk nicely on a loose lead. You've got to have the time to do it, you've got to be patient, and you've got to be consistent. Without those three golden recipes, you're not going to get the results that you want, okay? By following the methods that I'm going to share with you over the next few videos, in no time whatsoever, you will have your dog walking nicely on a loose lead alongside you. That I can guarantee. All right. I'll always remember a few years ago, we shared a special offer for lead training, and it was 100% money back guarantee. So I said to everyone, I will come out direct to you, and within a 1 hour lesson, I can guarantee I'll have your dog walking nicely alongside you on a loose lead, and if I can't do it, I'll give you 100% money back. I didn't have to refund a single person. That's not me blowing my own trumpet. That's just me trying to explain to you how simple lead training actually is. It doesn't need to take a huge amount of time. You've just got to be patient. And remember, every dog is different. Every dog picks things up at a different pace. All right, so in this video, I wanted to talk about what it is that we need to use to get our dog to walk nicely alongside them, because you're going to get a lot of people that'll go out to the likes of Pets at Home, spend fortunes on harnesses, fortunes on different types of leads, fortunes on head collars, and you don't need to. It's completely unnecessary. I'll always remember going back to that special offer we had on. There was this one particular dog that I went to. It was a little Shih Tzu, lovely little boy, and I'll always remember going into the house and the owners looked at us straight away saying, "You're not going to manage this. We've been practicing for 5 years. You're not going to get him to walk nicely alongside you." They were waiting for me to write that check out and say, "There you go. Sorry, I can't do it." I'll always remember going into the house. They opened up a cupboard and they said, "Right, what would you like to use?" And I kid you not, it was like an aisle from Pets at Home in there. They had numerous amounts of harnesses, numerous amounts of collars. It was ridiculous. And all I said was, "I want a collar and a lead." And they're like, "Really?" I was like, "Yep, that's all I need, a collar and a lead." I kid you not, 10 minutes outside with that dog, the dog was walking nicely alongside me. The owners were absolutely amazed. And I'll always remember bumping into them around about 6 months later. I'll not lie, I didn't recognise them. They didn't have the dog with them. If they had the dog with them, I would have recognised them. But they actually came to us and they were like, "He's still walking nicely on the lead. I can't believe it. After all this time, after how much money they'll have spent at Pets at Home or various places, trying to find something to get the dog to walk alongside them." And that's what a lot of owners do. A lot of owners will try different things because they want the easy option. These restraining aids are classed as negative-based methods of training. And those that follow my daily videos on Facebook will know that we are, as a company, we are completely against any form of negative-based method of training. We will only promote positive-based methods of training. And all you need is a collar and a lead. The only exception, I would say, is if you've got a breed that is known as a brachiocephalic breed. So a brachiocephalic breed would be a breed where they have the squashed up faces. So your likes of your pugs and your Frenchies, your boxers and things like that. They work well with a harness. And the reason for that is they already have restricted airways. By adding a collar to that, that's kind of adding excess stress to there. Okay, so it's better to use a harness. But I would advise going for a Y-front harness because that's not going to affect your dog's natural gait. All right. Harnesses, to me, I find are a little bit of a false economy, because if I was to think of a dog that would wear a harness, immediately it would be a husky. And what do huskies do? Huskies pull, I'll say that word again, pull a sleigh or a sledge. All right, and that's the irony with harnesses. Once a dog realizes that actually if they put all their weight and effort into it, they can actually pull further. Okay, so we waste our money. We waste a hell of a lot of money on all of these different restraining aids. Okay, so what would I advise? I would advise, unless you've got your brachiocephalic breed, in that case you're going to go for a Y front harness. Alternatively, if you've got just, I don't want to say a normal breed, they're all normal breeds, but anything that's not a brachiocephalic, then I would advise just a normal collar and lead. I don't care how fancy you want to make that collar and lead. I mean, I with my dog Buddy, who you'll see in some of the videos that I'm posting, I actually order his collar and lead online. I get matching ones. The company I use have got a really good selection, and I like to order them. I would avoid your metal chain leads and things like that. I would certainly avoid extendable leads. You're never going to get your dog to walk nicely on an extendable lead because they can't understand why 1 minute they need to walk alongside you, then the next, when you give them a little bit of free run, they can run ahead of you. That's not going to work. If you want to get the results, you need to use a collar and a lead. And that's what I want to leave you with on this video. All right, I want you to be thinking about what it is that you're using currently. Okay, and then I want you to think, right, okay, now's the time to go to the shop and buy a collar and lead, because trust us, that's all you're going to need, and certainly that's what you're going to be seeing me using in the next few videos as I demonstrate to you how to teach your dog to walk nicely on a loose lead alongside you. Now, if anyone has any questions on this video, please let me know. You can drop me an email at mail@pets2impress.com and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.